Well, hey, man, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Now, let's go ahead and get into Married to Medicine. All right, y'all, let's get this party started, right? Okay, let's go ahead and get into Married to Medicine. Y'all know Lisa and Heavenly still arguing. We picked up on that from the last episode, okay? They were up there going at it. The girls are fighting. To pump this gas. Why did y'all say this? She over there struggling, trying to figure out what do I do? How do I do this? How does this work? Girl, she figured it out. Okay. Eventually they did arrive at the hotel. Everybody found out where their rooms were and they got situated, right? We could see Dr. Jackie and Heavenly having a conversation in one of their rooms. Dr. Jackie is telling Heavenly that she spoke with Toya about her issues regarding Heavenly. You know, she feels like Heavenly kind of makes a mockery of a lot of things that's surrounding Miss Toya. Heavenly says, okay, so Toya can say whatever it is she want to say, but when I get ready to say what I want to say, it's a problem. Okay, so can't nobody check Toya, but Toya can check me. Oh, okay then, girl. No, ma'am. That's not how I'm operating. Jackie says that she wants Heavenly to be the responsible adult. Heavenly said, who? Girl, I've been there, done that. Run away, run away, run away, ma'am. Run away. Been there, done that. I'm not gonna do it again. I'm not gonna play these games with Miss Toya. That's how Miss Heavenly is feeling. But the next day we can see Toya out there enjoying the breeze, you know, the fresh air, relaxing. She's enjoying nature. And we see Heavenly come out. They both go and have it. Well, Heavenly decides to join Toya in a sit down and just wanting to get an understanding of what's been going on with Toya. And Toya tells her that well, actually, when Heavenly came down, Toya was on the phone with Eugene and kind of talking about everything that was going on with Heavenly and Lisa and how they got into it. And he really just wants her to stay out of the beach as much as she can, just kind of like fall back, don't get involved in all that stuff that everybody else got going on, right? So Heavenly comes over to speak to her. She started complimenting her. They started complimenting each other. I said, look at this. Y'all trying. Y'all trying. We see y'all over there trying to compliment. We see y'all. Okay, they trying. Heavenly was really trying. I'm sorry. Y'all may not see it, but I really feel like Heavenly really tries to be on her best behavior this season, but that's just me, okay? All right, so Toya says that when Heavenly brings up the finances, she jokes about it all the time, and that's something that hurts her feelings. And Heavenly says, well, I'll tell you this, you know, I haven't told you that I was proud of you, but I want you to know that I am. I'm proud of you. You have a beautiful home. She apologized to her. She said, I see that when it comes to you and I, you know, we need to communicate more. That's what needs to happen, okay? She needs to do better with communicating. Toya needs to do better with communicating and going forward, okay? Now, Toya also apologized for Heavenly after Heavenly said, I apologize to you, girl, but I ain't hear you say that back. And then Toya was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. So the fact that Heavenly had to tell Toya that she needs to apologize kind of makes me wonder if Toya is really sorry. We gonna see, okay? I feel like Heavenly is bound to piss Miss Toya off again, and Toya gonna be lashing out at her at any moment, honey. But that's just me. We'll take what we can get for this moment, okay? Let's go ahead and move on to Quad, Contessa, and Jackie. So they decided to go on a stroll because they have to meet up with the ladies a little later. And this is when Contessa decides to let them know about Scott and his 7 or 8 month therapist, okay, side chick or whatnot. Okay, now Scott, she said that Scott found out about this lady by way of the DMs. And I do believe Quad asked her, well, girl, do you think the man is cheating? And Contessa said no, she does not believe that Scott is actually cheating on her, but she did go on to say a key word for me, which was another. She said another inappropriate relationship. I said, ooh, another? What happened, ma'am? What has happened in the past? Another inappropriate conversation with a woman. Not inappropriate relationship. If I say relationship, I mean conversation. Okay, she said this is another inappropriate conversation with a woman. And I'm like, another? You want to run that? Okay, so he's used to being disrespectful as hell. Okay, got you. All right, let's go on. She says that she thinks, she tries to think about reasons that people get divorces or whatnot, but she says that she doesn't really want a divorce. She wants to work on her relationship because she's afraid that, like, what if I leave this man and I go out there and I get worse? You know, and Quad is like, girl, but life don't have to be like that. There is life after divorce. I was concerned about the same things, and now I'm out here just living. Okay, so when I date people, it's on my terms so I can get what it is that I want, you know, so you can definitely be happy after marriage. I'm not sure what keeps Contessa around with Scott if she just has so many, you know, issues. Maybe she just wants to, you know, really fight for her marriage and make sure her kids grow up with that two-parent household that she didn't have when she was coming up, you know. That's a terrible situation, but hopefully they get this thing nipped in the bud, because I need to know more about this therapist that he's been seeing for the past few months. And I also need to know why the hell he thought it was so okay for him to take a picture of a woman he wanted to hire to work for them. What? Who does that? Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on now. What? Well, let me go back. Actually, Contessa says that the children are starting to feel it, and I'm like, yeah, they are. Okay, they're not feeling it just because of what he's doing. They're feeling because of what he is doing. They're feeling it because of what y'all are doing. Because one thing Contessa likes to do, she likes to put things off on Scott as though she does not contribute to the issue either. Okay, now he is definitely wrong for his actions, but I also feel like Miss Contessa contributes to that. So let's move on. So we can see Quad and Simone and Jackie sitting down. They want to brief Simone on everything that they've learned about Contessa's marriage. They tell her about Scott and the problems he's been having, and him seeing a quote unquote life coach for the past few months. Somebody that he DM'd or found through the DMs. Contessa is just now learning about it. Simone is a bit shocked. She's lost for words, not really knowing what to say. And she knew things was bad, but she didn't know that it was that bad for them to not be his wife to not be privy to the fact that he has a therapist. But this whole time you've been talking about how you don't even want to do therapy, but you could be on the phone talking to this lady. Yeah, he full of shit. So anyway, all right, Jackie says that she thinks that Cecil and Curtis should have a sit down conversation with Scott. Girl, they've already tried to talk to this man, especially Cecil. And then Quad makes this big, beautiful, bright idea about how about the guys come here. And someone said, girl, you want them to do what? Girl, you're not going to ruin my trip, man. I got a way to get away. Okay, you is not going to ruin my trip, girl. We're not going to do that. You finna change the whole dynamics of everything. We're going to have to catch them on the flip. Okay, and I was with Simone, like, girl, don't be trying to change my plans. Like, girl, we got together to get away from them. And you trying to bring them here? Girl, go get you a man. And maybe you'll understand. Hey, y'all. See this man all month today, girl. Stop it, okay? Now, meanwhile, you got Contessa over there FaceTiming her family. She's talking to her family, and one of the little girls was like, Mommy, we tried to reach out to you, and then Sajja said, call Daddy's girlfriend, and she said, which one? And Contessa was like, that's not funny. Don't laugh at that, girl. That is not funny. Why is you laughing at that? Okay, so I'm like, how do you even know anything about a girlfriend? Daddy's got a girlfriend. I'm like, is this something that they came up with on their own because they know this woman is not their mom? Or is this from conversations that they are hearing you guys say around the house? I don't know. You know, kids are not dumb by far. Hello. So it could be that they feel like Daddy got a girlfriend, and you are so comfortable with this lady, even if she is your therapist, that you're speaking with this lady around your kids. So these children are privy to the woman that you're over here talking to, which makes me believe that you ain't in no motherfucking therapy, because therapy is supposed to be one-on-one. Why you got your children and everything around while you sitting up here trying to meet with this therapist? So it's a bit shaky for me. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but that's shaky. All right, so the ladies are getting ready to head out so that they can all have dinner. Okay, let's go ahead and get to that. So they're all chilling out, having dinner. Heavenly speaks on how she has to do better about uplifting her friends, primarily speaking on Toya. She says, you know, we throw a lot of SHI to each other in front of people in public, so it's only right that when they're doing good that I congratulate them and I let everybody know how proud of them I am in public. And I agree with that. You're going to dog them in public. You're going to argue with them in public. At least give them their props, their credit, their congratulations, their applause, and everything in public as well. So shout out to Heavenly for that. You got Kari over here wanting to play a game, honey, because Kari was brought onto the show to be messy and to stir the pot, honey, okay? She says she want to play a game about rumors, and you're supposed to basically write down a rumor that you've heard about somebody at the table, and that person is supposed to say whether or not it's true. Let's get into it. The first rumor was Toya. Was Toya bisexual? Okay. Toya thought that, no, that's a lie. And Heavenly said, girl, ain't that false about that? That's true because you said it out your mouth. And they definitely played a playback, a flashback for at the reunion when Toya spoke on having a very creative sex life prior to getting with her husband. So she has definitely dibbled and dabbled. The next thing was whether or not Quad and Toya kissed in the mouth. That was indeed true. Okay, I don't know when they did it, but it happened. They both agreed to that being true. The next rumor was Anila, about her not knowing how to budget. Anila asked Toya, girl, is this your handwriting? Toya said, girl, don't come at me with this. Girl, write better than that. I don't got, girl, I'm not even trying to talk to you, let alone write a rumor about you. It's okay. Stay over there. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Thank you. So then Quad over there laughing real hard. I think it was Quad that wrote that. I really do. I think Quad wrote it, the way she was laughing and looking around. And so I'm like, Quad wrote this. That was Quad. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. So she, Anila says that that's not true. She does know how to budget. And we like, girl, okay. The next thing was, the rumor has it that Kari and Lisa stole $400 out of Anila's purse. Now, honey, they didn't show us that. They didn't show us that, where she thought that they stole the money. And some of the people thought that, you know, this is just a game. That's a rumor. You don't really believe that. And Toya and Simone said, yes, she does. She do believe that Lisa Nicole Cloud and Miss Kari stole money out of her purse, the $400 that she had. Girl, honey. That was a mess. So of course she and Lisa got into it. Lisa, of course, says, girl, we can move on, honey. Let's move on, because I ain't stealing that from you, girl. What I want with your 400? I got way more than that. What would I want with that? That's whack. I make too much money to ever even steal something like that, girl. What's that? No, man, I ain't get your money, honey. All right. So then she tells Anila that she may have lost it. Anila's like, no, I haven't lost it, because I know where I put my money. I know where it's at. I do believe that one of you guys took it. And Lisa said, well, girl, if you know where it's at, why you ain't got it now? I was like, ooh, yikes. Okay. Now, Toya, to me, was being very messy. The way she was laughing all over the place. I was like, Toya, you ain't even got it. Girl, you ain't even got to be like that. Okay, you ain't even gotta do your quote unquote ex-friend like that. Y'all was just cool. You ain't gotta try and make that lady feel more dumb than what she already feeling, girl. So moving on, Anila goes on to let everyone know that she never got paid from Lisa Nicole anyway, for promoting her clothes and stuff in her stories. She had 2 of Lisa Nicole's outfits. And that's what Lisa said. Lisa said, girl, I only gave you 2 outfits. I didn't even see them on your page. If I'm going to do business with you, then, girl, I would expect you to put it on your page and not your story, where it's going to stay for 24 hours and then go away. She said, and what are you talking about? Because we never even discussed the payment. She was like, did you even send an invoice? And I'm like, Lisa, she did discuss the payment with you. She did, because I remember talking about how I can't wait till you do something. Lisa, you're going to be looking for that payment. Girl, so Anila says that once she shows people what she's going to do, they say, okay, send the invoice. Simone said, girl, that never happens in business. Simone says, girl, that never happens in business. Don't nobody send you no invoice, girl. That's not how they go after the fact. Like, girl, that is not how that goes, girl. Business one-on-one. That is not it. So Anila was sitting up there looking real dumb, but she definitely went toe-to-toe with Lisa Nicole. I do believe Lisa owed her money if she did post it. Okay, and I do think that when you posted your story versus what you put on your page should be 2 separate prices, especially based on how long they're up there. Like, that should be 2 separate prices. I just disagree with that. But I think it was roughly about $400 that she was supposed to pay her anyway, $400 or $800. So Lisa said, all right then, girl. She was like, girl, just send the invoice, okay? And Lisa started talking about also, she said something like, if it was understood, which it was not, I wouldn't expect you to put it in the story or whatever. And I'm like, Lisa, it was very understood, because you was up there promoting, yay, all this other stuff. So that's why I am so glad that they had that flashback for your, okay? I am so glad that they had that for you, girl. Girl, and it's so crazy, like, I hate to say it. Lisa, you really should stop coming on to Married to Medicine. This is like serious business. Number one, I'm definitely not necessarily a fan based on how they show her on the show. I don't know how Lisa is in real life, but what I will say is you need to stop coming on this show, because every time you come on this show, your business is shown to be discreditable. Okay, it's like, it's not credible at all. So I think for the sake of her business, she should really stop coming on this show, because it makes her look bad every time she comes on. And I just would hate for that to be my storyline every time I come on the show. What bad business have I done this year? It's going to make people not want to do any business with you, the masses. So you need to stop coming on this show, or, I mean, nah, just don't come on the show. I was trying to give you an out, maybe do something else as far as business. But girl, just don't come on the show no more. Okay, because you're making yourself look bad. But that's just me. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Kari, after they argue, after Anila and Miss what's her name? I just said the damn lady, Lisa. After Lisa and Anila got into it, and Lisa said, "Girl, just send me the invoice and that's dead. We can go ahead and move on." Kari, who want to be even more messy, just asked Anila like, "How are things going with you and Toya?" And Anila said, "Girl, we're not talking about that in front of all y'all, so you can dead that, girl. We gonna talk one-on-one because y'all is messy, and that's just where we at with that. So don't ask me nothing about my friend because I'm not talking to her, talking to y'all about her, and that's that." And then Toya was like, "Girl, I'm not trying to talk about it anyway because it's BS." And then Quad said, "Girl, I don't think it's BS at all. Okay, I just think that she didn't like that she was going around talking about her and talking about a house that she didn't even move in yet. Okay, so I feel like Quad was kind of shading Anila, like, girl, you so pressed and worried about what Toya's saying around the neighborhood, you ain't even got in your house yet." I feel like that was a little bit of shade or whatnot. Anila says that, it's a big deal to her. It's an issue to her because she does misses her friend. She kind of wants to fix that. But Toya says, "Girl, I need time." That's where Toya's at with everything. Toya's just like, "Girl, I need time. I don't know which way I want to go with you, whether I want to have your friendship or not." And based on me seeing Anila on Heavenly's live on her YouTube channel at different times, I just feel like they not friends. They not. I think one thing about Toya, I think Toya holds grudges with individuals for a very, very long time. A long periodical time. And I kind of see why she and Contessa kind of have things in common, and they go butt to butt head sometimes because they hold on to shit for such a long time instead of figuring out ways to move, either have the conversations that they need to have and move past it, but that's that. I ain't really got no more. That's all I got. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on how you felt about the latest episode of Married to Medicine. Okay, the season finale will be coming on next Sunday. Then after that, we can get into the reunions and stuff, and then we can get into Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, but like I said, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on how you felt about the episode of Married to Medicine. I'm jamithatsme. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.